do you mean by PIR? Does anyone have the basic idea? Like Sukanya, I think you can try.
Whenever we are purchasing something, we have to keep the recording with us. That is PIR.
Somewhere, okay. Sukanya?
Yes, PIR tables, right?
No, not tables. What do you know about PIR? If I'm asking you about the PIR, what is the basic understanding about PIR? Harish? It,
No answer.
It contains all the data about purchasing details, like what is the price, from whom we need to purchase material, what will be the price. I think
I
those
think
information will be
yeah,
recorded in that.
I think
okay.
it has some critical or like important information related to a vendor or like pricing condition, units, like delivery time, availability period,
Yeah,
all the
somewhere.
in- all the
See,
information related to the vendor.
mm,
It's called might be it is a group of the information of vendor. It's called PIR.
yeah, somewhere okay, I tried actually. See, purchase info record is nothing but it will store all the information about the material and the vendor. It is the combination of the material and vendor. Okay, whatever the material we are procuring from particular vendor, so we will maintain all the information. It is a combination of the material and the vendor. Okay, it's all the data which is containing in the material master and vendor. So whatever we are maintaining in the PIR, no, it will fetch to the PO. Whenever we are creating PO to send to the vendor, whatever the details we are maintaining in the PIR, it will fetch to the PO automatically. If we are not maintaining the PIR, we need to maintain the all the data manually in the while creating the PO. Okay, but what happens if we are maintaining all the details in the PIR? Whenever we are going to create the PO, all the details will fetch from the PIR. So it basically it combines all the information about the vendor and the material master. Okay, it will store all the data details about a vendor master and the material combination. Okay, and in the interview they will ask like what is the use of the PIR. You have to tell like it will be created for the combination of the vendor and the material master. It contains some of the data which will get fetched automatically while creating the PO. Okay, this is the basic understanding of the PIR. And when it comes to the creation part, like PIR can be maintained at the two levels. Okay, one is plant level and one is the purchase organization level. You can note it down. So this may be a interview question as well. So first you have to understand like what is PIR, and PIR is maintained at how many levels. Like it will be maintained at two levels. That is, one is the plant level and one is the purchase organization level. Okay. Where do you maintain purchase info record in SAP MM? They may ask like this. So let me share my screen. Visible, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Just I'll write only one line definition. Okay. Whenever you're practicing, just search in the Google or else you'll get more information. But for the notes purpose, I'll write only for every topic. I write one line definition, so it will be easy for you to revise the things. Okay. So in a short form, it will consider as PIR. PIR. Yeah. You can see my screen, right?
Yes, Mons.
Yes.
Material and vendor supplying. It stores information on material and vendor supplying material. For example, if I can mention here, like vendors current price of a particular material is stored in the info record. Okay. PIR stores information on material and vendor supplying material. And then if I give the example, suppose if the vendor's current price of a particular material, if we are maintaining in the PIR, whenever we are creating the PO, it will automatically fetch from the PIR. Okay. And then we will be maintaining purchase info record at 2 levels. Maintained at one is plant level and purchasing organization level. Okay. So in the interview, they may ask what is the purchase info record, or else purchase info record will be maintained at how many levels, particularly for which level we are going to maintain the PIR. You have to answer at the plant level, we will maintain the PIR, and the purchase organization level, we are maintaining the PIR. Okay. Does anyone have the doubt about what is PIR?
No answer.
So once we are done with this, actually purchase info record, I'll show you in the screen. Okay, like it will be created for different procurement types. For example, today I'll show you the how to create for the standard one. But in the upcoming classes, whenever we are going to do the other procurement type, for example, subcontracting process, consignment process, pipeline process, what will happen? PIR is mandatory for the consignment and the pipeline. Okay. So I'll just mention like purchase info record can be created for the what are the procurement types. So I'll be teaching for the standard one now. So the remaining procurement types you will be learning in the upcoming classes. Okay. For a few of the particularly procurement type, the PIR is mandatory. But without PIR also we can create the PO. The thing is all the details you have to maintain manually while creating the PO. Suppose if you are maintaining before creating the PO, the PIR, so automatically all the data will fetch from the PIR. This is the main reason we are going to maintain the PIR. Okay. And it is not mandatory also. To create the PO, it is not mandatory, PIR. First thing. And the second thing is for few of the procurement type, for example, as I already mentioned, subcontracting and consignmenting, this PIR is mandatory. Okay. So I'll just mention PIR can be created for the following procurement types. In the upcoming classes, I may ask, like for example, if I start a subcontracting process, I may ask my PIR is mandatory or not. For example, if I start the consignment process, there also I'll ask, just listen for the class. Okay. First one, the standard. This is getting finished material from vendor. So today we are going to create the standard PIR. Okay. And then for subcontracting also we can create the PIR. But we are not going to learn this one. This is a separate session you have. You will be learning this subcontracting process in the upcoming classes. Okay. Providing raw material to vendor and getting finished material. Consignment. You guys are writing right? Neha?
Yes.
Yes.
These are the different separate section you have, okay, for different procurement type. Subcontracting process and the consignment process and the pipeline process you will be having. Sorry. I think this is sufficient. So if the ask PIR can be created for which type of the procurement types, you have to understand it, subcontracting, consignment, and the pipeline. So today we are going to create the standard PIR. And one more thing, PIR is not mandatory to create the PO, but for certain procurement types, PIR is mandatory. Okay. For example, if I can give you for the consignment and the pipeline process, PIR is mandatory. Okay. So done.
Yes, Manasa. Manasa, you told purchase information record stores material and vendor master details, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we already created material master and vendor master, right?
Yeah, but we have created separately, right? We will be
Yes.
having the specific material details in the material master, and we will be having the vendor specific details in the vendor master. But we want the combination of the both.
Okay.
For particular material, for particular vendor, we want both the combination in a one stretch. For that reason, we are using the PIR.
Okay.
Okay, and it is also one of the master data. You guys have remember, right? In the starting class, I have told you like if we have the different types of the master data. One is the material master, second is the vendor master, and PIR is the also one of the master data, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So there are T codes to create the PIR. Okay, just write down. So once you're done with, we'll start with the creation part. For this, we will be taking ME11. Okay, ME11 for the creation of PIR. Then ME12. Anyone can answer? ME12?
Changes.
Yes,
Change.
for the changes. ME13?
Display.
Display.
Display changes.
Yes, ME14?
Display changes.
Data changes.
Yes. Display changes. ME15? Flag for deletion. Then ME1? PIR list with respect to material. Then ME1 gel. PIR list with respect to vendor. Okay, these are the three codes.
Mansa,
Yeah.
for this vendor configuration T codes, na? Yesterday I told you to write.
Hmm?
So for account group is OMSG, but
OMSG.
yeah, for the screen field setting, I didn't get
Yes, ma'am. I
specific.
too didn't get.
So which one you have search only for the account group, right? Okay, I'll give you all the details, okay? All the account group, sorry, all the T codes I'll give you.
Okay.
We'll finish this one. So I'll give you the T codes. And I'll tell you how to search the technical name or the tech codes for the particular process, okay? You can
Okay.
search in the screen itself. I'll
Okay.
show you that one also. Done with the T codes?
Yes.
What about others?
Done.
Okay. So we will move on to the creation part. Okay. First, we will create one PIR and I'll tell you what are the specific details you have to mention while creating the PIR. Before creating the PIR, what we have to do is we have to create one material master and one vendor master. Okay. So material number and the vendor number is mandatory for the creation of the PIR. So we'll create one material. I'll take one random. I'll take. Just create one material before creating the purchase organization PIR, okay? I'll take it and storage locations or M00. Take the standard one. So we are creating for the PIR purpose, okay? Material PIR. Base unit of measure, I'll take anything random like kg. Material group also. Purchase value key. See, observe this thing, okay? It will fetch in the PIR. And the valuation class 3000 standard price. Okay, maintenance something. Note down the material number. Then I'll create one vendor also. Before creating the peer, create one newly vendor and then one material. What I need to mention here?
Company code.
Yes, I'm taking all the standard one, okay? So while creating the PR and all, just take the standard one. The reason here is we are not linked any of our plant storage location and purchase organization to the general ledger account. Accounting part we have not done for this. Okay, so automatic account determination. If you're going to create the PR and the PO by using this purchase organization and storage location and all, you will be getting the errors and then you have to maintain all the specific details. Okay, that configuration setting we have not done. So that's the reason. Whenever you're starting, when you start with the creation part of the PIR, use the standard one only. Okay, all the settings are already done, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So once you're done with all the topics, then from the end to end, you can create all the process. Like once we're done with the automatic account determination and the pricing procedure, all the topics, then for your specific enterprise structure, all the general ledger account on everything will be linked. So that time you can start by using from your planned purchase organization and storage location. Okay. So by using the storage location, purchase organization for your plant and all, we can create the material master and the vendor. But when we start from the PIR and PR and all, so there are some accounts will be linked to the particular process. So that thing we have not covered as of now. So that's the reason whenever we are starting with the PIR, from the PIR, use the standard one which I have given here. Okay. See here. I've given the company code, plan, purchase organization, purchase group, storage location. Okay, use this one. Once you're done with all the topics, then based on your specific plan, storage location, you can start creating the PIR, PR, and PO. Okay. Does anyone have the doubt here? Manish?
No, Manasa.
No.
So I'll take purchase organization as an PP10. So account group, the normal standard one we will take, KRAD. Then company. Then vendor for PIR. And then randomly give anything here. 35791 and then IN. Already you know this one, that's why I'm moving fast. Okay. And cash management group A1. Order currency IN now. I've created the vendor also. Just take the vendor number also here. Vendor number. Okay, so we'll create the PIR now. What is the T code for the creation of the PIR?
ME11.
M11.
Okay. ME11. Okay. Once suppose if you're creating the material and the vendor just now, the automatically in that time only, if you're going to create the PIR, system will automatically take the particular vendor and the material which you have created just now. Okay, see, if you on, you can cross check. We have created 100804 vendor. Okay, you can see this here, right? 100804, and the material number is 600000792. See here, 600000792. And under which purchase organization we have created the vendor, under TP10, right? So it automatically take all the details. Okay. So we have to maintain the plant also. For example, TP10. I've given you one information, right? We can create the PIR for the different procurement types. You can see here, right? Info category, standard
Yes,
one, subcontracting one, pipeline one, and the consignment one. See,
Yes, Manasa.
as of now, we are creating for the standard one. Okay, there is no changes. It is the standard procurement. So suppose in the upcoming classes, if you're starting with the subcontracting process, that time you need to change the item information category here. For example, for the subcontracting process, you have to click here. For the pipeline process, you have to click here. For the consignment, you have to click here. Okay. As of now, we are not going for the subcontracting pipeline, the consignment process. We are creating for the standard one. That's the reason you have to click for the standard one. Okay. Do you have any doubts here? Vendor, material, and purchase organization in the plan.
No.
See, these are the organizational element. Okay, for the creation of the PIR, you need to maintain. One is vendor number, one is material number, and then purchase organization number and the plant number. You need to maintain here. Info record, it's not mandatory. Okay. Once we are done with it, automatically takes. Then enter. You'll get this screen. Okay. Create info record. General data you have to maintain. You can see the screen, right? Here you can mention the description. For example, we are creating for the practice purposes, right? Let's practice or PIR. Just maintain any name here. Okay. And then see, you can see the screen, right? Vendor data. First, second, and the third days, 10 days, 20 days, and 30 days. Where can you see this particular data? Like you guys have observed, right? Just now I told you while creating the vendor master, just observe the thing. Does anyone will answer that question?
So while creating the vendor
Yeah.
in the down.
No, particular
In-
cell, particular field. Which,
Purchasing.
yeah, Sneha, you're almost correct. In the purchasing only, we have one specific field which we have maintained. Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll display the vendor master. Okay, there I'll show you. What is the T code to display the vendor master?
XK03.
Vendor master XK03.
Okay. This 100804. Okay. What you have to check? Purchasing data. I'll check all the details. Whichever address, control, payment, transaction. Okay. Just a moment. I'll do one thing. I'll show you 01. Okay. Then 3000 number 5056. I'll not save this one just for your. Confirmation. One. Yeah. This is the payment terms we are maintaining. Procedure. Other currency. Okay, just a moment. I'll show you this one. Okay. And yeah. See, it actually in the vendor master only already we have maintained the particular field, okay, 10 days, 20 days, and the 30 days. It's nothing but, for example, if I give the suppose my delivery date is next month, okay, April 15th. What will happen if I maintain anything is minus or plus we can maintain here, okay, minus 10 or plus 10 or 20 we can maintain it. For example, if I maintain minus 10 here, what will happen? Prior to 10 days, it will give the reminder. Okay, for example, my delivery date is April 15. Prior 10 days, that is on the April 5th, it will give the reminder, first reminder that is. Okay, and if I mention it as an 20, before 20 days, it will give the reminder. Like that, just I'll change it. -1. Here we can give the plus also. The plus symbol, what will specify means, for example, once you deliver the particular material, okay, your delivery is completed. What will happen after the delivery? After 3 days, after 5 days, after 1 day, it will give the reminder again. Your particular material is being delivered. That is the sign for the plus. If you are maintaining the minus before delivering, you will be getting the reminder. Okay, that is the changes. Just I'll mention -1, -3, and -5. Okay, this is nothing but, for example, if the material should be delivered on the April 15th, prior 5 days, the third reminder, prior 3 days, second reminder, prior 1 day, first reminder. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
This is the first reminder, second reminder, third reminder. It's not mandatory to give the 1 day, 3 day, or 5 days. Any days you can mention it here based on the delivery dates. Only for the reference part, I have mentioned 1, 3, and 5. Okay. And then this vendor sub-range and all, it will come for the vendor sub-ranges topics. And then this order unit you can see here is, so where this order unit came into picture, where we have maintained the order unit.
Creating material.
Yeah, while creating the material, we have maintained for the base unit of measure, we have maintained for the kg, right? So there
Yes.
it fetches the data order unit. Okay. Then this and all is not mandatory. Okay, only for this is also not mandatory, but only for the reference part I have informed you. First reminder, second reminder, and third reminder, but it is not mandatory to maintain it here. Okay, this you understood. And the purchase order unit of measure, this data is fetched from the material master. Okay, once you're done with, just enter. Okay, please enter reminder in ascending order. Okay, I will mention it as 10. And then see here in the control, we have to mention the planned delivery time. For example, particularly for within how many days we are procuring the material. For example, today is 13, right? So I'll mention it as 10 days. Okay. Not only mandatory to maintain the 10 days or 20 days, 30 days. In the real time, what will happen? Business will tell within how many days you have to procure the material. So based on the material and the vendor combination, you have to maintain the days here. Okay. It may be 30 days, it may be 60 days, it may be 100 days. Okay. And then purchase group. Purchase group, we will take it as an 001 here. Okay. Any purchase group, you can take it right now. So as of now, I have taken 001. Okay. And then you will be having the two things here. One is standard quantity you have to maintain. One is the minimum quantity you have to maintain. For example, you're going to procure the material for 1,000 materials. Okay. So you have to maintain 1,000. Minimum quantity, how many quantity you are going to procure? Minimum, you can maintain it as 50. Okay. 49 materials you can't procure. Minimum 50. The maximum, the standard quantity, you need 1,000 quantity. Okay, that you need to maintain it here. Standard quantity and the minimum quantity. Once you're done with this, this and all not mandatory. Okay, so just I'm telling you for your reference part. You can see here, right? Tolerance under delivery and tolerance over delivery.
Yes.
Mansa,
Yeah.
minimum quantity as a vendor can define, or like as a the employee from the company can decide?
From the company.
How?
Like for example, what will happen? See, suppose I need only the standard quantities for the 1,000 material. Okay, so minimum requirement is there in the business. Okay, minimum requirement is there, and the maximum will not define actually. Will be required from the specific material. Like for example, for my production purpose, I need 1,000 materials specifically. But what will happen? The minimum quantity we need to maintain. For example, without maintaining the minimum quantity, like so suppose you can take it as just I'm giving you for the example purpose. Okay, it's not only 50 minimum quantity in the business. Okay, but what will happen? We need to maintain only the minimum quantity here. Standard quantities is made 1,000. Minimum quantity, like whenever we are procuring the material from the vendor, we'll be having basic minimum quantity. Okay, we can't procure 10 materials or the 20 materials like that. So there will be some criteria like the minimum quantity and the standard quantities. That minimum quantity we need to maintain here. It's not only 50. In the company, they will set some specifications. Okay, they will set, for example, they may set for the 250 material as the minimum quantity they need to procure from particularly that vendor.
Okay.
Okay, like it's completely depends on the company's business requirement, how much they are maintained. For example, suppose you as an example. Okay, you are the vendor, I'm the buyer. Like for example, I'm from the company side. Okay, so we both will be will be having one agreement, that is like I need to maintain specifically for the 250 materials. If I'm not going to procure the 250 minimum materials, I'm not going to buy. Okay. For example, 100 materials and 150 materials, you're not going to deliver to me. So your minimum criteria is 250. So I need to buy 250 minimum.
Okay. According to the price will be set or delivery time will be set. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Standard quantity, it can maintain anything 20, 30 or anything. Like in the business, it will change. But as of now, I've just maintained randomly 50. Okay. So I need the
Okay.
1000 quantity, minimum quantity, just I maintain the 50. Okay. In the company, they will give the data, like how much, based on their criteria, like how much they have set minimum quantity, they will give. Okay.
Okay.
And you can see this screen, right? Tolerance under delivery and the tolerance over delivery.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyone can answer tolerance under delivery and the over delivery.
Like it's plus or minus 2 days, 5 days, like 10 to 12 days or 8 days, like plus or minus.
Tolerance of delivery days.
Waiting.
Tolerance of material it is.
Okay. No, okay, I'll tell you. And one more thing I forgot to tell, like in the minimum quantity, for example, what will happen if you're purchasing less than 50 materials, right? For example, you will be get the warning message. Okay.
Okay.
For example, if the standard quantity is 1000. For example, if you're going to procure 49 materials, it will in the system, it will give one warning message to you. The reason is you have already maintained the minimum quantity, you need to buy as an 50, right? Suppose if you're going to buy 49, obviously it will give the error message, right? The warning message it will give. So they will set the criteria, minimum quantity, this much you have to buy from the vendor. Okay. Suppose if you're going to procure less than that, you will get the warning message.
And is it linked with PO?
So, yeah. All the things
Okay.
whichever, see, one more thing I'm telling you, PIR is not mandatory to create the PO. Okay, that is the first thing. What will happen? The second thing is, if you are maintaining the PIR, whatever the data you are maintaining in the PIR, right, automatically it will fetch to the PO.
Okay.
Okay, whatever the quantity and the price, the standard quantity you have maintained, everything will be fetched to the PO if you are maintaining PIR. If without PIR also, you can create the PO, but the thing is you have to maintain all the data manually while creating the PO.
Understood.
Okay. So, okay. Do you have any doubts? Plan delivery time, purchase group, standard quantity, and the minimum quantity. Minimum quantity already I told you. If you're going to maintain, if you're going to procure less than this 50, you will be getting the warning message. Done. And then tolerance under delivery, tolerance over delivery. So, okay. Just I'll give you one example. Okay. For example, I'll maintain it as an 5%. For example, I need the standard quantities of the 1000. Okay. So what is the 5% of 1000? Five percent of the 1000. For example, okay, you can consider 1000 boxes you are going to procure. Okay. In the 1000 boxes, I'm maintaining 5% tolerance under delivery and tolerance over delivery. What is the 5% of 1000?
50.
Yes.
50.
50. What will happen if I maintain tolerance under delivery as the 5%? For example, if you're going to procure 950 boxes, then the system will automatically check the delivery completion. Okay. For example, if you're going to procure 949, what will happen? It will not going to complete the delivery completion, since we are maintaining as the 5%. For example, less than 950 box you can procure. Okay. What will happen if you're going to procure 950 boxes in the system, it will show delivery is completed. If you're going to procure 949, the delivery completion will not going to happen. The reason here is we have maintained the 5%. Okay, for example, if I wanted to buy the 1,000 boxes, for example, if I maintain tolerance under delivery as 5% less than 50, like 5% less than, I can procure the boxes. But if I get the procure 949, delivery status will not going to check. Delivery will not going to happen. Okay, it will not going to complete. That is the tolerance under delivery. You can maintain 10%, 15%, any 3%, 2% like that. Just I have maintained 5%. Okay. Do you have doubt? Manish?
Yes, I understood, but delivery process is not completed means the vendor will not deliver the material, or like you cannot see the data in the like another screen where the
Eh,
material is.
Yeah, the delivery completion will not going to happen. The reason is, see, why I'm telling is, if you're not maintaining this data, you can create the PIR, okay. But what will happen in the interview, they will ask what is tolerance under delivery, what is tolerance over delivery. For that reason, I'm giving you the example and I'm explaining the fields, the important fields I'm explaining, okay. But it is not mandatory to create the PIR.
It is
Then
not mandatory.
yeah, no, it is not mandatory. So in the interview, they will ask in the PIR. So based on the experience, based on the market trend, so I have gone through few of the questions. Okay, in what will happen, they will ask what is the tolerance under delivery. For example, they give you the scenario. Okay, for example, if you are going to maintain the 5% of the tolerance under delivery for the 1,000 quantity, so what will happen? That time you have to answer right, and they will ask tolerance over delivery also. That's the reason I'm specifically taking these two fields I'm explaining you. Okay. But it's not mandatory. What will happen? Tolerance under delivery, it's nothing but, for example, if the standard quantity is 1,000 box, you have to procure. Okay. So if you're maintaining it as an 5%, if you're going to procure 950 boxes, delivery will happen. If you're going to procure 949, what will the delivery will not going to complete. That is the tolerance under delivery. Okay. When it comes to the tolerance over delivery, again the same thing, 5%. Here what will happen means, you can able to procure the 1,050 box. 5% is nothing but 50, okay? 1,000 plus 50, 1,050 box you can procure. But if you're going to procure 1,060 box, you're not going to procure the extra things here. Less than 5% or more than 5%, okay? Less than like 950 boxes you can procure, or else 1,050 boxes you can procure. If you're going to procure 949 also, it will not going to take the delivery completion. And if you're going to procure more than 1,050, for example, 1,052 boxes also, the delivery will not going to complete. Okay, you can maintain the percentage here. Just I'm giving you the 5%. That's all. In the real time, they may maintain the tolerance under delivery as 10% and maintain the tolerance delivery as 15%. What will happen that time? 1,150 boxes you can procure. The minimum is the standard they have set as the 1,000. So over delivery, if I maintain 15% here, I can procure more than like 1,150 material I can procure. For example, if you're going to maintain 5, like in the standard is 1,000 they have maintained, less than 5% is nothing but the 50. So 950 material you can procure the material. This is the function of the tolerance under delivery and tolerance over delivery. Any doubt?
No.
Okay. So this is the important field they may ask in the interview. That's why I specifically have told you, but it's not mandatory. Okay, just I'll maintain 5%. And then you have to, yeah, this and all things you can, it's not mandatory. If you wanted to check all the fields information, already I have told you how to check. For example, go here, help, you'll get complete information. What is the use of the specific field? Okay, if you wanted to learn all the specific fields, you can go through this. Right click, help, or else direct F1. You will be getting the details. Okay. Only the important fields I'm mentioning here. Done?
Yes.
Okay, net
Yes,
price, you can maintain it here. Like, for example, I'll take 50 rupees for one quantity. Okay, net price also, and this net price, whichever you are maintaining, it will fetch to the PO. Okay. Then this and all is not mandatory. Save here. Here, PIR is created. Doubts? Any doubts here?
No.
If you wanted to check all the fields, already I told you how to check the fields. Only the important fields based on the interview purpose, specifically I'm pressing and telling you. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. The second thing, what will happen? I'll teach you like in the PIR only. What will happen? Like I'll go to the same. Already we have the vendor number, material number, all the things, right? What will happen? I'll go to the. What is the changes for the PIR? What is the T code we are using?
Yeah.
ME12.
ME12, right?
Well,
Click on this. What is the PIR number? See. So here what I'll do is in the menu bar in the upside, in the fourth line, you can see the extras, right?
Yes.
Here you can see the conditions, right?
Yes, Manas.
Just click on that. You can see the screen, right? Valid from and valid to. Just hold on, just choose here. See, the main thing is which topic I'm going to tell you. For example, scales we are going to maintain here. Okay, the scale quantity. What will happen? Just I'll give you one example. Take one example. For example, Manish, I'm going to procure 10 boxes from you. Okay, you will set the price for the 50 rupees. Done. For example, if I wanted to procure more materials, what else you can give? You can give the discount, right? For example, if I going to procure bulk material, what will happen? Vendor will what will happen? Vendor will give the discount, or vendor will know the price. For example, for the 10 materials, Manish will charge 50 rupees. Suppose if I'm going to buy 100 materials, how much price you can give, Manish?
45.
45. For example, I'm going to procure 1,000 boxes now. So how much price you can give?
35.
35. So the thing is, if you're going to purchase the bulk quantity, you will be getting the price discount. Price will decrease. Okay. This data we are going to maintain in the PIR. Okay. What you have to do is just once you created with the PIR, just by using the ME12, go for the change mode. Once you go for the change mode, already I have told you in the extras, you have to go for the conditions. Okay. There you have to maintain the scales. See, I came for this field. Okay. What you have to do is just select this one. Okay. You can see this, right?
Yes.
What data you can see? 50, right? We have maintained 50 rupees net prices for the 1 kg there, right? Just click on that. Once you click on that, you will be having the scales here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see here, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Click on this. Here, what you have to do is you have to maintain. For example, for 10 boxes, it is 50 rupees. Okay. For example, for 100 boxes, 40 rupees. For example, if you're going to procure 1,000 boxes, it is 30 rupees. I'll maintain this data. Okay. So what will happen, for example, while creating the PO, if you're going to maintain the quantity as 10, you'll get the 50 rupees amount. Okay. Or else if you're going to buy the 100 quantity, the automatically the 40 rupees amount will fetch. Or else if you're going to procure 1000 materials, automatically the price will change. That is 30 rupees will take. Okay. This is how we have to maintain here. Any doubt?
No.
No.
And we can maintain the validity date also. Okay. Here you can see here, right? Valid from tomorrow to valid to double line. Here you can maintain the date also. For example, suppose if you take for a 1 year, okay, within 1 year, if you are going to procure this particular number of the materials, this price will fetch. Okay, so according to that, you can maintain the validity period also here for the scales. Done. Once
Yes,
you're done
Manasa.
with,
We need to click on price active, the column, price active column.
yeah, that I showed you, right? 1 second, I'll show you 1 second. I'll not create now, just I'll show you the same number. We have maintained the scale here. Okay, I'll just show you. See, I'm showing you 1 second. In the extras, go for the conditions. Here you can see here, right? Then choose. Once you come with this picture, this screen, what you have to do is you have to select this one. Once you select this one, in the fourth sector, you can see the scales, right? F2, this symbol. Just click on that, maintain it. Already we have maintained. Okay, that's why it's showing here. Suppose if you wanted to maintain 20, 30, 40, and if you wanted to maintain different prices for this, you can maintain here a number of the like for 10 kg, for 100, for 1000, for 10,000, for 1 lakh. You can maintain the different prices, and you can maintain the period also, like within particular period, for example 1 year or 6 months, you can maintain the validity time. Okay, any doubt?
And then save?
Yes.
Or
Save. Done.
While creating a info record, that time we have to do this thing, this extra thing in the end, or like
What you can do is once you create the PIR, okay, once you're done with the PIR, go for the change mode.
okay.
Okay, there put the information info record, enter, then go for the extras, conditions, note down the path. Okay, later you will forget. First one, I taught you how to create the normal standard PIR. Second one, in the PIR only, how to set the scales. Okay, for that also you have to maintain. Then go for choose. Here, you have to select the line, and in the fourth, you have to go for the scales, and you have to maintain the quantity and the amount. Okay, here how much quantity you can maintain, how much price you can maintain it here. Maintain, and if you wanted to change the validity period also, for example, for 6 months, for 1 year, 2 years, you can maintain that particular dates also. Okay. Once you're done with this, just save it. That's all.
Okay.
Any doubt till here?
No.
Okay. This is the configuration part, not configuration. This is the creation part of the PIR, and changes which we have maintained, like the scales we have maintained for particular PIR. Okay, these two things we have learned, and there are two configuration things are there. It will not take much time. Configuration will going to do here only the configuration part of the screen field setting and the number ranges we are going to do. Okay. So screen field setting, go to screen field setting.
That anyone can maintain about this mandatory height.
Yeah, specific fields we are going to maintain, like if you wanted to maintain the required entry or the optional or the height or the display one, we can maintain that particular fields in the screen field setting. Okay. That configuration, actually, it's very easy. It's not complication as material master. In the vendor master also, it's very easy. So we'll do the screen fill setting configuration now, okay? For the PIR screen fill settings, what we have to do is just follow the path, okay? SPRO, write down SPRO. Anyone can try. Where we have to go? No. Actually, here we have to go for the material management. In the material management, you can see the third one, right? Purchasing.
Yes.
Click on that. You'll get n number of the fields. Here, you can see the purchasing info record, right?
Yes.
Click on that. What you can see? Define number ranges and define screen layout, right?
Yes.
First, we'll do for the screen fill setting. Just click on this. What you can see? See, in this screen, you can observe like ME11, ME12, ME13, ME14, okay? What you have to do is select ME11. Like what is happening in the vendor master and the material master is, whenever we are going to do the screen fill setting and the number ranges in material master based in for the material types, we have the functions, right? Material types is going to control all the number ranges, screen fill setting and all the things. And when it comes to the vendor master also, vendor master account group is going to maintain all the screen field setting and the number ranges and all things, right? But when it comes to the PIR, mainly the particular T code ME11, whatever the changes we are doing, it will change automatically in the complete creation of the PIR. But what happens in the vendor master and the material master, only based on specific material type or else based on specific vendor account group, they're going to changes, right? You guys can observe, right? Whenever you're creating the material master and the vendor master, based on which field you have created the number ranges and the
Okay.
screen.
Once is
Yeah.
material type.
Yeah, in the material master, which field is going to control all the number ranges, screen field setting, and all the things? Which field is going to control in the material master?
Material group.
Material
type.
type. Material type. For the material type only, we have created the number ranges and then screen field setting, right? What about in a vendor master?
Accounting group.
Yes, vendor account group. For the
Account
vendor account group, we have it controls the like it controls the screen field setting and the number ranges, right?
Yes.
But in the PIR, mainly the T code will going to control all the things. That is ME11. Okay, select this one. In the menu bar, you can see here, right? Go to, after table view, edit and go to, you can see the screen, right? Just click on details. Okay, you will be getting this screen. Done?
No.
Okay, I'll go back. Till here, you know the path, right? Till define screen layout.
Screen layout.
Have you write down the path, Manish? Or else you want me to
Yes.
repeat once again?
No, right.
Under the purchase info record, you can see these two fields, right? Define number ranges and define screen layout.
Yes. Then after ME11.
Sorry.
Then after ME11.
Click on this. So you'll be getting this screen, okay? Here, what you have to do is you have to select the ME11. Once you select the ME11, in the menu bar, in the upside, you can see here, right? Go to.
Yes.
Go to.
After table view, edit and go to. In under the go to, you will be getting the details section.
Okay.
Click on that. This screen will open.
Yes.
Okay. For example, I want the changes in the basic data. Okay. For example, I'll double click on this. For example, under the basic data, these are the fields. Okay. For example, you need to maintain material number mandatory, purchase organization, and the plant and the info category. Wait 1 second. I'll show you that also. I'll show me. Here in the initial screen, what you can see, vendor, material, purchase organization, plant, right?
Yes.
See here, vendor, material, purchase organization, plant, and info category. They have made it as an required entry. Okay. For example, you can do the changes. For example, you can made material group as mandatory here, or else you can maintain purchase group as an optional entry instead of required entry, or else anything you can change. Any field you can make it as a mandatory or required entry. As of now, what I'll do required entry of the purchase group to the optional entry. Okay. Yeah. Any doubt?
No, Manasa.
Go back. Whatever the changes you require in the PIR, you can do it here. Administration data also you can change. For example, return agreement, production version, deletion indicator time. Don't change anything. Just I'm showing you. Okay. In the real time, my like in the business, they may ask like, I want the changes in the vendor material group. I want vendor material group should be mandatory while creating the PIR. That time you should be knowing the steps how to do these changes. The time you have to follow this path, and under the vendor material group you have to do the changes and you have to save. That's all. Okay. Go back. If you wanted to change in the quantities, for example, see here, base unit of measure and the order unit, they are maintained as an required mandatory entry. You can maintain it for the optional entry also. Like see, while creating the PIR, we have maintained the standard PO and the minimum order quantity, right? Manish, you can observe, right? You have asked the question, minimum order quantity and the standard quantity. There I told you like
Yes.
it's not a mandatory things, right? See, it is an optional. But if you wanted that field to be mandatory, you can make the changes here. Okay, standard PO quantity and minimum order quantity, you can make the changes. For example, under the condition also, for example, net price they have maintained mandatory. Here you can maintain it as an optional entry also. Okay, while creating the PO manually also you can maintain the price. But the thing is, for the PIR they have maintained net price mandatorily. And remaining fields also, see your condition group, qualification for discount, all the fields they have maintained optional entry. Only the specific fields which is required, they have made it as a mandatory. Okay. Same thing. Fixed indicator and indicator like this. What I have done, where I've done the changes.
Yes, one.
Actually, in the purchasing group, before it was in the required entry, I have changed it to the optional entry, right?
Yes.
Yes. Go back. One, save it. So let me check. We need to create one more vendor and one more material. It's already we have created for this. That's why it's showing here. Create one more material and create one more vendor, and whatever the changes we have made, right? Just check with that. Okay. Any doubt, Manish?
But we can see it in the ME13 na display mode.
Yeah, ME13 we can see.
I think we can't see.
Wait,
You already created, right?
wait. I will show the difference. What will happen? Let me check. What we have changed?
Purchase information.
Purchase group. See here. It's not showing actually. Purchase group, we have made the changes like, and before it wasn't required entry. We have made it for the optional entry, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can see. We can see.
But the thing is, what you have to do is once you're done with the changes, create one more material and create one more vendor, then see the changes. Okay. Try with the before vendor also, and try once you're done with the changes ME level or whatever the things you have done, try both the things. Try whichever the material already created payer, just go to the display one and just check it. Don't change for the purchase group, maintain or any other, like maintain standard quantity and the minimum quantities as the mandatory field and check. Okay. Maintain these two fields as an mandatory and check for the before creation of the PAR. And once you're done with the changes also, then create one more material and then create one more vendor, then see the changes, what will happen. You'll get the difference.
Okay.
Okay, don't change the purchase group. Purchase group already we have changed here. Maintain it for standard quantity and minimum quantity. Actually, it is in the optional entry. So make it for the mandatory one. Both of this field and see the changes. Done?
Yes, yes.
Any doubt? In the screen field setting?
No.
So we'll go with the number ranges, okay? I'll ask you one question here. See, we have created number ranges for the vendor master also, right?
Yes.
Have we assigned both internal and external number ranges in the vendor at the same time?
No.
No, Manasa.
What about in the material master?
Yeah, we can.
Yes.
The same thing in the PAR also, we can maintain internal or external number ranges here. Okay. The path is, if you're not write down the path, just write it down once again. For both of this, the same thing for the screen field setting and the number ranges. If you want me to, do you want me to repeat? I'll repeat from the starting, or else we can go from here only. Define number ranges, the above field. Anyone? You want me to repeat the path? Sukanya?
Ma'am, I have written.
No. The same path you have to follow. Instead of define screen layout, you have to go for the define number ranges. Okay.
Yes.
Click on this. What you can see, anyone can tell me now, like this field, you already seen one of the configuration. Manish?
Intervals.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Groups.
Groups.
Yeah. See, whatever I taught you in the material master, the same thing. Okay. In the intervals, how many from two number ranges, whatever the fields are there, you can see this. Here, also like the NR status, which I told you from this number to this number, how many, for example, info record they have created, particularly with these number ranges, it's showing the NR status. The same thing here. Okay. Intervals, and the display one and the changes and the NR status also, it's the same thing. Like particularly by using this particular number ranges, they have created 10 numbers. Same thing like that. And then suppose if you take from here, from 11 to here, they have created 30 PIR here. This is the NR status. Okay. What I have to do is, you can see this one, right? Groups. In the material master also, what we have done, we have created one group and we have assigned that material type to the group, right? In the number ranges.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. In the PIR also, what we have to do is go for the group. Okay. Here, what you have to do is you can create one group. or else. Like what happened in a material master, we have created one material type, and when we have created one group, and we have assigned one material type to the particular group, right? But
Yes.
in the PIR, what will happen? Just give me time. I'll show you. See, in PIR, you will be having the two things. One is IN and one is IL, okay? This you're not going to create anything here. This is the changes. IN is nothing but now I'll write down here. Non-stock material. And IL. It is the stock material. I'll tell you the difference. See, IN is nothing but the non-stock material, okay? The non-stock items are required occasionally and not on regular basis. On regular basis, we don't require this particular maintain, okay? It will be in a non-stock. For example, IL will be considering of the stock material, okay? The stock items which we are using regularly, or else if the for particular material, if there is an high demand, that we are maintaining the stock material. That is the difference, okay? Stock material and the non-stock material. These are the symbols. IN for the non-stock material and IL for the stock materials. Okay?
Okay.
We are not going to create any material type thing. See, don't get confused. While creating them in the material master for the number ranges, we have created one group and we have created one material type and we have assigned material to the particular group. But in a PIR, what will happen? Already we will be having these two types, IN and the IL. Don't select IN, non-stock material, okay? Just select the IL. For example, see here. You can see this, right? IL.
Yes.
Just right click on this. In the fifth option, what you can see, assign element group. Right? Click on this. What you can see? So many groups you can see, right? New number ranges for plan, new number ranges for plan, PIR group, like this. So first you have to create your particular group. Then you have to come here and then you have to assign that particular group to your stock material. Okay, for that, what we will do, we'll create one group now. Create. So what I can mention, group for PIR. Okay. Here also what we can do is we can maintain both the internal and the external number ranges here. Okay. This screen you can see it here, right? I can take any number here, but the thing is it will get overlap. Okay. For that reason, what I'll do is in the interval section, in the above menu bar, you can see here, right? Intervals. Go here, take any free intervals. Click on this. You can see this one, right? Already these steps you have done in a material master. The same thing you have to follow. There is little bit changes, that's all. I'll select randomly. Yeah, I'll select this one. Click on this. Then save. Done, right? What we have created, group for PIR. Note it down. Group, the name is group for PIR. This group we have created right now. Do you have any doubt here? The same steps, how you created for the material master. The same group you have to create here. Manish?
No, it's clear.
Yeah. Done with the group, right? Then we'll go back. Then we'll search. See a group for PIR.
Yes.
Double click on this. Here you can see the number ranges which we have assigned right now. Okay. So we have created one particular group. Second thing, what we have to do is we have to assign IL to the group and R group, right? Here, this is the changes. We are not going to create any material types like in the material master. Firstly, we have created one group. And then secondly, we have created one material type. Then the third part is we have assigned that particular material type to the group. This is we have done in material master, right? But in a PIR, first you have to create the group. Once you create the group, don't create anything here. Already we'll be having the IL and IN. IL is nothing but the stock material and IN is the non-stock material. Already I have told you what is the difference between IL and IN. Okay, IL is the stock material, like which the material which is in highly demand. And IN is the non-stock material, like we will be using occasionally or else not on regular basis. This material we will be using. So that's the reason we are talking which is highly in demand materials. That's why we are taking IL. Okay. Just what you have to do is right click on this. You'll get the fifth option, assign element group. You can see this, right? Harish, Srinivas,
Yes.
click on this. Search your group. Which group I have created?
Group for PIR.
Where you
29.
can see group for PIR 29, right?
Yes.
Click on this and give right. I'll check now. See here. Group for PIR. For under this group, I have created, sorry, I have assigned IL, right?
Yes.
Then save. Done. Any doubt or else you want me to repeat again? I'll not create once again. Just I'll show you how to create it. So if you have doubt, I'll repeat it again. How to create the group and how to assign this IL to the group. Manish,
Yes, ma'am.
so from where I'll start? From
From
here
group
can I
of-
start?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Group.
What you have to do is just click on these groups. You'll be getting this screen, okay? Just observe this one, okay? What you have to do is, you can see the second button, right? Create. Click on this. Mention your group name, any name. Like I have created group for PIR. I'm not going to create any one more group now, okay? Whatever the name suggests, you can give that name. Here, we can assign both internal and external number ranges. Okay, like which I have showed you in the material master. The thing is right now we can't assign both numbers to the PIR. The reason is already all the number ranges we have used. This is the practice server. That's the reason what I have done is whatever the free numbers will be available, I have taken that one. For that reason, what I have to do is in the intervals, just check what are the free intervals is available. Go to the free intervals. See, for the group of PIR, we have taken one number range that also starts from 6 only. So the remaining how many numbers you can see? 2, 4, 5. In this 5 number ranges, you have to select. Select any one number and save it. Okay.
Yes.
Once you save it, just go back. Not saved. For example, let me check with this group. It's not. Let me check with another group if any. Yeah. What I'll do now is we have already this group. Someone has created this PIR group. Okay. What I'll do? We have done with the group creation, right? What I have to do is we have IN and IN. two materials we have. One is non-stock, one and the another one is stock material. Here we are not going to create any material type like this. That in the material master we have created material type, right? Once we are done with the group, we have created material type and then we have assigned particularly that material to the group. But in the PIR, what we have to do is already IN and IL will be there. IN is for the non-stock and IL is for the stock material. What we have to do is just select this one, right click on this, you'll get this screen. Okay. In the fifth one, you can see the assign element group, right? Click on that.
Yes.
You'll get the group names, whichever the groups you have created just now, you can see that. And just I'll try with I'll try with this one. Okay. Any group, for example, you created for the Srinivas group. Okay. You'll get in the screen. What you have to do is just click on that. Just you have to give the right click. Okay. See here, I've changed the IL to the PIR group just now. It's saved. Right? This is how you have to assign.
Okay.
Done?
So, Mansa,
Yeah.
for like in this number range, it shows
Mhm.
only IL and IN like only two, not more. We have to just shift from one group to another group.
I didn't get you.
In this number range,
Mhm.
creating a number range,
Mhm.
we have to just we have only IL and IN, just only two. So if you want to just make any difference, then we have to just put IL or IN in the group, like
Yes.
assignment.
See, the thing is, don't get confused. Okay, IL and IN is not the numbers. Okay, like which I told you in the material master and the vendor master, what will happen? Material type is going to control the number ranges, right? And in the
Yes.
vendor master also, vendor account is going to control the number ranges. But in a
Yes.
PIR, what will happen? We will be already having these two non-stock and the stock material things will be having. Okay, it's already available in the configuration. We know we don't need to create anything here. What we have to do is just we have to create one group. In a group only, we have to assign the numbers. Okay, for example, I'll show you. We have created group of first save this one. Yes, changes. See, we have created this group, right?
Yes.
Yeah, group for PIR we have created. Here only we have assigned the numbers. Okay.
Yes.
In the intervals, we have assigned as I already told you, we can assign both the external number ranges and the internal number ranges. The thing is, we can't assign here. If we are going to assign, the material will going to overlap. You already seen that error before, right? Why that error means? The thing is, we have already created multiple number ranges here. Okay, this is the practice server. We have created multiple number ranges. That's the reason what we have to do is we have to check whether we have the free number ranges or not. We have to check if we have the free intervals here. We have to select that one and we have to create the group. Okay, this you understood, right? For the group only, we
Yes.
have assigned the numbers. Once you created the group, like these two things will going to play the role, IL and IN. Like in the material master and the vendor master, where material type and the vendor account group has played the role, right? The same thing in the PIR, this IL and IN will going to play the role. Okay, here we don't need to create anything. Already in this screen, you will be having the IL and IN. IL is nothing but the stock material, like which the material is highly in demand, and IN is the non-stock material, which is the material which we are going to use the occasionally. Okay, these are the two difference, but select IL only. The reason is which is the material is in the highly demand, we are going to take that one only. Okay, you click on that, assign your group. Just you need to assign to the IL. Already you have created the number ranges to the group. Here for the IL, you just need to assign your group. That's all. See, I'll assign 1 second. For the IL, I'll again assign my group for PIR. See here, it's again, make the changes. See here, you can see here, right? Group for PIR.
Yes.
Just now I have made the changes. Before it was in the PIR group, I made changes to the group for PIR. Create your own group and assign IL to your group.
Okay.
Just I'll assign IL to the group. Done. Any doubt? Manish?
No.
See, once you're done with this, once you're done with the screen field setting, create one more PIR by using fresh material and fresh funder. Check the status. What are the changes you have made in the screen field setting? The same thing, create one number into a particular yearly your group and see the changes. Okay. Note down all the things. Under the group also note down which are the number you have made it specifications. Okay. For a group for PIR, we make it for the 600 something, right? See, note down all those things and check whether you have created properly or not. Okay.
Okay.
Any doubts, Srinivas, Sukanya, Sneha? This is actually easy compared to Material Master. Okay, Material Master, like the configuration part is little bit difficult compared to Vendor Master and the PIR. See, in the screen field setting also, it's very easy, right? Right, Manish? Actually, you have practiced Material Master also and Vendor Master also. How do you feel?
Yeah. Most everything is like we have to just be aware.
Yeah. In the Material Master, it will take more time, but in a Vendor Master and in the PIR, it's very easy. Screen field setting and the number ranges.
Yes.
This is for today. Just 1 second. I think Rakshit, you can stop recording.